This is a Wizard production.
Cold sweat once again. Woo! But yeah, kind of impromptu. I literally just did it because I'm out here and I figured it's not going to take long. I got to start this process at some point. So I'm going to get off the exhaust manifolds. Once the exhaust manifolds are off, get off like the spark plug wires, another quick brackets I can pop off real quick. So at least we got to start somewhere. All right, so here's the motor again. Obviously, as you can see, it's not power washed. There's still all kinds of gunk and grease and grime on this thing. But before I power washed it, I didn't want to just blast water into there at full force. So I wanted to grab a few things. One of the things that I wanted to grab was these. These are block offs that actually bolt on to the intake, the exhaust manifold spot. And I wanted to do that so that way I didn't like just shoot water into there, but also just another way to seal the motor up without just leaving these things on there till the end of time. So going to scrap those, get those off of here, and also grabbed this thing. I'm probably jumping all over the place here, but I finally found somebody that had an engine cradle that didn't want an arm and a leg. So on top of getting this thing power washed, what I wanted to do, and I think I had said this before, I'm not sure, but I wanted to have an engine cradle to put it in so that way it's just not on the ground like in a tire or something. It's actually, I don't know, somewhat better kept. Plus an engine cradle for me, like it's better than just, I mean, I got lucky with that wood cradle thing. I think that was for like engines, if I'm not mistaken. But it would be nice, like when I'm watching Old Man Garage and Jimmy Dale Street Racing Channel, they'll have like the motors all nice in a cradle when they pick it up from Bob's shop. So it's like, yeah, I want one. But anyway, all the local dudes that I found, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I think they wanted like freaking, one dude wanted like 150 bucks for a used one. And I'm like, what, why even charge that much?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But anyway, got lucky, found a dude, and the other guy, he actually wants $45, but he had something happen to him where he ordered 2 from Jegs, and for whatever reason, Jegs sent him 4. And when they sent them 4, he's got a bill, I think, for the other 2 and just paid it and just sold them. So he still has 1 left. So the goal is to go over there now, meet up with the guy, grab the one from him. It's not assembled. He said it's new. And blessing in disguise, man, because Jegs only wanted, I think, like 50 bucks for theirs. And like, of course, they're $15 shipping if it's not the minimum. But yeah, got lucky. So now I'm gonna drive over, head up to Levittown and go pick this thing up, and we're good. All right, so sometimes I can be pretty sharp, but sometimes I can be really not so sharp. Boom, so there it is. Like he's promised, brand new, in the box, not even assembled yet. So when I pulled up to his house, he was like, hey, Rob, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, man, I saw you, what did you put down in Nickerson's dyno? And I was like, what? Like, how do you even know that? That's when he was like, yeah, usually I just like click on a profile and make sure it's not a scam, like coming to buy something. And yeah, and I went through your stuff. And I was like, oh, wow. Here I am thinking, oh, snap, yo, he watches the channel. Absolutely not, he does not. But he at least came across that on my profile. But yeah, cool dude. He has a couple projects, couple motors, and it's nice to see when people have their own facilities to work in, because once again, man, having your own facilities blocked off from the rest of the world is beautiful. But yeah, got it. Now time to hit the road, back to the house, and get this thing assembled, man. So I was trying to find the engine cradle for this thing, and I got lucky because he had the wood block that kind of helps it sit in place. So that definitely served this purpose for sure, because this thing's been back here for like at least a week. But one of the things I've seen on like Street Racing Channel and Old Man Garage, all that, when they go to the machine shop, it's like super official because they actually have an engine cradle. So, you know, when it's sitting in the bed, it'll be like, you know, on the stands and the rail and kind of sitting up a little bit, all professional looking. Yeah, I wanted that. Got lucky on a deal, man. So definitely want to take this apart. Everything should be in here. I wonder if Jegs provides the hardware. I am curious about that, but we'll see. But yeah, so now I just gotta start taking some of this stuff off, block it up, and take it to go power wash it. Booyah, that looks so much cleaner, getting a lot of that stuff off. And I mean, it's still stuff that gotta come off, not a whole lot, but once this cleans up, that'll probably make it look better. This valve cover isn't super bad, but this one sucks, and so does the back of the motor, and so does this front plate.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
But yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, on the sides, I was gonna hit this like with a wire wheel, but I think like I'm doing too much at that point. I'm just gonna, like I said, take it somewhere, hit it with a rinse, degreaser, scrub it down, power wash it, just so it's not like super cruddy with that type of crap all on my hands. Just makes the whole process neater. But yeah, these are these black covers that you saw that I ordered off eBay, and I've seen them on Amazon too. I think it's the same seller, but just to block off those cylinders so nothing goes directly in and sits in the valves. But I mean, just something to try out. They have metal ones that I saw, but this one leaves like a gap. I don't know if they had the aluminum ones that left the gap or if it was the one that had the whole piece in one. But yeah, so one step closer. Both sides looking good. I actually was short one bolt, so I just got that one to line it up. So obviously it's not tight holding it on. But those are, all of these are actually header bolts from the Free World. I was missing one, and these are the old ones because there's new ones on there now. But yeah, man, starting to kind of be less of a burden. All right, finally made it to the car wash. Time to get this thing clean, man, because this thing is not looking good at all. So a lot of dirt and a lot of crud, but we're about to take care of that right now. And this is actually a local spot that I've been coming to like for a long time when it comes to power washing. It sucks because this one is the closest one to my house, but yeah, man, look at this crap. Nasty, nasty, nasty. It's really thick. I had to make a couple passes. That was an intense like 20 minutes trying to get everything I could for the buck. So 10 bucks got me 20 minutes. And then I literally just hit the whole thing, rinsed it. I probably did like 3, maybe even 4 passes on this thing. Got the industrial Zet purple degreaser that I always use and have used for years. Sprayed it down, used a detail brush, as y'all saw, the other one, and got whatever I could off of this thing. Once again, man, it's nice to work with a nice canvas and not have to freaking like work and constantly touch grit and grime. There's definitely still some stuff I probably could get off of here, but that's like tedious work. But all of the guck and muck, like this is way better. The before and after of what just happened is freaking nuts. So I definitely wouldn't mind putting hands on this than what I had before. Then with the last remaining few seconds, I knew I was gonna splash crap everywhere. It is what it is with the bed, but I mean, at least I was able to spray down the back window, get the roof, and even get like the bedside so it doesn't look too nasty when everything dries and we go back out into the sun. All right, next day, and man, I thought some of this stuff was just like rust, but dude, I have never seen dirt that is this strong. It's like strong dirt. It's wild. But that's what all this stuff is, but it's good enough to get the job done. But now we need to put this freaking cradle together. So here's the cradle. Just gotta cut this thing open and freaking start assembly. I'd rather assemble it now just so it's together, so the plan is a little smoother where I gotta take it. Boom, out of the box. And yeah, it looks pretty simple, man. I mean, we got 4 wheels. Thank goodness they're actually like steel wheels. I was definitely worried about that, but I guess it should have been a given that they should be metal. But you never know. With cheap like China stuff, it could be anything. But yeah, all steel wheels, just the 3 main brackets, and got the instructions here. Is this the right way? Yeah, it is. Okay. But yeah, it looks pretty simple. That U thingy on the back, which is that, is going to slide into the other brackets, and I believe it mounts on the motor mount part and the back, which is like the bell housing bolts, and that's how it sits on the cradle. This is going to be wild, man. I'm going to feel like, you know, I want to feel like horsepower with this stuff. All right, so here's what I figured out I can do, because I just did it to this one, and this one is tight now. I literally just put pressure on it just to kind of bind up this top plate from spinning, because that's the issue. So if I grab it from this side, you see that top plate spinning. But if I put pressure on the wheel, kind of like in an awkward angle, then right there, now it's binding up against the actual against the rail here, and then I'll start tightening down on that. I mean, probably not ideal, but it's working. All right, a couple things I noticed real quick. I just had to let you guys know. So I have 8 total here, which makes sense because, you know, these top 2 in here, 2 in the back, 2 in the back over there, 2 up here. Makes sense. Now here's the issue. If you can see it here, it's actually, I want to say, kind of cocked to the right. And I definitely think what might be in my best interest is to actually get the block bolted up on here, so that way these brackets are true, and then tighten it up. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it assembled for now, but once I get the block bolted on with these 8 bolts, then I'm going to tighten these up. So I'll loosen them up as I'm kind of like bolting it to the block. All right, I'm back here at my dad's, man, and like, oh my gosh, I absolutely need to be a better son. We're here. There's the hoist that I just dug out. There's the Kodiak. Got to get the engine out of there and get in the cradle and figure something out. But this is absolutely going to be like a project. I got a freaking 5.3 there. I got a 5.3 under there. Those are old tires off of the Free World. Those are Impala wheels that I got off Denny Mac and never used. Bought them off of them, never used them. This right here was the matching set of the front seats that are in the Free World. This is the back seat that came out of like the 2012 Denali or whatever. Thought I was going to use it. It's gotta go, man. Roadmaster seat, that's gotta go. That's the back third row seat to the Free World. Guess what? That's gotta go. But yeah, long story short, man, it's gotta start somewhere. I lost the original stick, so this is literally the stick from the freaking engine stand, and it'll at least be able to crank it up for me. I just got to make sure that the valve is actually freaking locked. Vice grips it is. Need more distance than this and more height.
Rebuilding, bro?
Yeah, lot going on, man.
You get down with it?
A little bit. I can't really do the internals like that, but when it comes to like swapping the motor, doing the top end of the motor, I mess with it a little bit.
I'm looking for somebody, the Tahoe. I want to delete the AFM.
Wait, which Tahoe? What year is it?
2015.
2015? And what's going on?
You know the AFM, the automatic fuel management system, knocks off from 4 cylinders. It goes from 8 to 4.
Oh, the DOD.
Yeah.
I forgot what it stands for, but yeah, I'll give you displacement on demand. Yeah, right. I know what you're talking about.
AFM, I want to get rid of that. But down here, bro, people are like...
All right, this thing's freaking heavy, man. I mean, obviously, but I gotta try to slide it a little closer over the tailgate. And this piece of wood here has failed, so that's probably gonna get caught. But whatever. Oh, it just broke. Cool, that works. Oh no, oh no. Did I bend that, dude? Oh, I bent that horribly. Dang it, and this is a good freaking original part, bro. That's somewhat where it used to be, but that's done. That's freaking total. Oh, whatever. All right, that is absolutely close enough. I gotta lower it down a little bit at least, and then start to get that Alright, I won't go too low, but at least it's lowered a little bit. But yeah, this thing, like I said, is freaking kind of somewhat loose, not 100% tightened, until I actually get it bolted up to this thing. Oh, wrong way. There we go, something like this. And now I'm trying to think, is it a possibility that this thing's supposed to be like assembled on the block? If so, I feel like a real, oh no, I'm good, hold on. I'm gonna use these dowels. JoJo!
Congratulations on your baby.
Thank you, she bad as shit. Come on. All right, I'm gonna leave it there for now. It's gonna fall. So I think for starters, what I'm gonna do here is at least get a bolt kind of loosely in place. But I can tell by how big the hole is in the middle here that it uses the pins from the back of the block. All right, this thing's kind of heavy. It's not heavy, but one-handed from a corner, kind of heavy. All right, haha. One bolt. Oh Lord, one bolt kind of in. Rolling. I'm gonna get the other two in at the bottom and start doing the motor mount sides. Okay, it is on. Highly recommend definitely leaving the main supports that tighten this thing a little bit loose. They were tightened up most of the way, but left them a little loose so that these can actually have a little bit of flex to them. Got it mounted on here, and boom. There probably is somebody that has more experience with these. This is my first engine cradle ever, so that's how I recommend for you guys to do it, and maybe I'll figure out something better down the line. But now, just to get this thing lower down on the ground, roly-polying, and we're good. Gotta get this a spin, but the chain doesn't want it to spin anymore than it is. This will be a little bit of a problem. Once this back wheel clears, I want it. Yeah. Boom. I think we're good. Yeah, baby, yeah. Okay, got it tucked away. Yeah, man, these rollers are super convenient because you can just get them in the tight spaces and just, of course they got some weight to them, but just roll them around, man. So I'm definitely calling that a win. Back to being cold sweat, man, cold sweat. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Got it dropped off. The next thing is going to be getting my space in order so that I can actually work, which is definitely getting a lot of things in the trash. It would be nice if some of this stuff that I could give away locally to other guys that might need it and not have money like that, and just like, hey man, I got it, I'm not using it, here you go, it's yours. Some of the stuff's just going to get scrapped, be scrap metal, and just got to get rid of it, man. Got to clean up some space so I can kind of hit that next level in what I'm doing. And with that, you gotta be organized. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It just is what it is. But all right, man, see you on the next one. That'll be me, you know, cleaning this place up and actually tearing down this motor, because one thing that I'm not liking, for some reason, this bad boy does not want to come out. And I mean, I have tried and tried. Something's absolutely going on. But we'll handle that on the next one, man. So I'll see y'all. Peace.